Sam, and then how you overcame that.
Well, second play of the game, I mean, we knew we were going to have some adversity to hit us in the face. You know, we just didn't know it was going to be the second play of the game. You know, we were really, it was a huge game plan built around Sammy, too. So we had to do a lot of cutting and pacing and adjusting. But I thought, what a great job our guys did stepping up and you know, against an unbelievable defense. You know, we knew the caliber of defense we were facing, and it was going to take every down of every bit of effort we had to get this thing going. Adam did a good job stepping in. Sharon Pete did a good job. Then we lose our left tackle, our right tackle. Had to cut and paste, bring a freshman in, bump another tackle to the right tackle, and cut and paste that. So it was just, what a great job by those guys up front battling. They whipped us on a few times, and we knew that was going to happen. But gutsy effort by Taj Boyd, Andre Ellington, Nuke Hopkins. I mean, what can you say about those guys? Unbelievable.
How much did the tempo and number of plays play a factor?
Well, we snapped the ball 100 times. I thought tempo was unbelievable tonight for us. I thought it was a big advantage for us. Absolutely. I think everybody saw that.
It also seemed to look as if you were trying to get rid of it quickly, get it in play quickly once you got it.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to get the ball out as quick as we could. We couldn't afford to hold the ball long. We knew we were going to take our chances on some shots, and it was going to force them to hold the ball. We had to max protect on that. They got us on a couple of times on max protection right before half. But, you know, again, you're going to win some and we'll lose some on that. Well, you know, it's a drive. That's something we do every week. Our 2-minute offense, you know, it's unbelievable the way that we executed it. It had to come down to 4th down and 17. And that's just a great example of it's never over until it's over. You had to play the last down out. One thing we told our guys right there on that 4th and 17 is, hey, they still have to play this down now. We still got a shot here. And, you know, what a great job by them stepping up and Taj and Nuke connecting. We knew we had to play before. And, you know, we just didn't get it off. But, you know, again, never over till it's over, and then you get a little momentum and you get trust. I think it's just an unbelievable effort by all of those guys up front.
Talk about continuing to mix in the run those last 2 drives.
Yeah, I think it's important not to get away from the run, you know, as tough as it is at times. You know, you had to stay with the run. We knew we just couldn't get in a straight passing situation with those guys. We had to mix it up, and again, I thought we did a great job with that. Well, you know, early on we couldn't get anything going. You know, they made a few adjustments. Isaiah Battle kind of got in a couple series right there where his youth showed. We had to get him out of a tailspin, and it was just to try to share it with them. Look, there's a lot of football left to be played. Just stick with it and let's go with it. Let's keep pushing and keep making it all happen.
Why did you decide to move Brandon over to right tackle instead of?
Well, you know, Joe Gore has been our backup right there, and Joe's not ready. I mean, you know, Joe has been there all year long. We gave him a series, and he just wasn't ready at this point. I mean, he's just not. He's not just mentally, you know, athletically he's there, but mentally he's not. Isaiah Battle, what an unbelievable player he's going to be. I think he saw tonight what he's got to work on, but what a great athlete he is. Probably one of the best athletes on the team, and you know, we couldn't have made it without Isaiah Battle tonight. But I think the guy that you got to mention the most, you know, is Brandon Thomas, being able to move to right tackle. Hasn't done it all year long. Being put in that situation to be able to step up. Unbelievable job.
There are a lot of people who didn't think you guys were going to win this game. What does it mean to prove a lot of people?
Well, you know, we could care less what everybody else thinks about us. You know, we know what we can do. We know what we believe in. If we execute our system and we play to the standard that we set for ourselves, we feel like we can beat anybody in the country. And but we knew we had to come in and we had to prove things to people and prove them wrong. And in order for that to happen, Taj Boyd had to play well tonight. And that's something he and I talked about. That, you know, he's done about everything he can do in Clemson. He's broken about every record there is, every ACC record there is, but he hadn't won the big one. And tonight I think that says a lot about him, and having him come back next year and really pushing for that, to come back and be able to, this team to set the standard to win a national championship, because the nucleus is there, the belief is there, and we got to go do it.